Now to an inspiring story of a 10-year-old Alberta girl we first told you about a few weeks ago.
Fiona Fox not only has a heart of gold, she's also motivated to make a difference, and her incredible drive has taken her family to the top of the world.
We've been walking a lot, and we've been getting a lot of the gear that we need.
We do a ton of hiking in the summer, but it's a little harder to keep it up in the winter, so we've just been out walking hills every night. It takes as little as 3 to 4 days you can do the mountain in, but the big issue on this mountain is altitude sickness. It's twice as high as anything we'd find here in the Rockies, so it's going to take a lot of emotional toughness to get up this mountain. We had thought we'd do it when the girls were older, but Fiona's keen, and let's go.
My mom took my sister and I to a speaking event where Kimmy Weeks was speaking at. It inspired me a lot.
Kimmy was actually a survivor of the Liberian Civil War and knew quite a few children that were affected by Charles Taylor kidnapping kids to become child soldiers. And she was so inspired watching Kimmy Weeks that she just decided that she wanted to do something about it, and went and asked him if she could raise money for his organization, Youth Action International, to help rescue children out of those situations.
We're going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa.
I think this out here is still Mountain 2. Let me zoom out. It's a volcanic mountain. It's the tallest mountain in Africa, almost 20,000 feet, and one of the tallest freestanding mountains in the world from bottom to top. Are you looking forward to seeing elephants and giraffes? It's been on our family goal sheet for years, and it was actually just last year, though, that Fiona had the idea that she wanted to do it to raise money for kids in Africa. So she asked if we could do it sooner than we had thought we would. Fiona's hoping to have 1,000 people each give $10. We're thinking it's a small amount of money people won't even miss. And she's thinking if she can get the word out to enough people that maybe even total strangers will open their wallets and help a child across the world. I don't think I could be more proud as a mom. The minute Fiona came up with this dream, Ray was the first to say, "Fiona, I actually believe you can do that. You know, you might be one of the youngest kids in the world to ever try it, but you're good at hard things." And the minute that was out there, it became real for us, and we started planning toward it.
I think Fiona came up with it all by herself because she's a really smart, inspiring person, and very caring and giving.
Lots of lizards.
I'm really proud of Fiona, especially because she has a lot of courage to do something like this, to raise money for kids, especially her own age, because she's never gone through that or anything, so she has a lot of courage.
It's dream meets dream, really. I'm so proud of Fiona for just wanting to take action and step up for the world. It's really heartwarming for a mom to see your child go after their dreams like this. There are so many people out there that want to help and just don't know the way, and small incidental amounts of change can mean big change in the world. So I really am touched by all the people that have gotten behind this.
Well, I hope it helps inspire kids to know that they can do hard things.
Well, very inspiring story, of course, and joining us now from Calgary, 10-year-old Fiona Fox and her mom, Teresa de Grosbois, fresh back from their trip to Africa's highest mountain. And I know you both must be very tired, so we certainly appreciate you coming in and taking the time this evening.
It's great to be here.
Fiona, I'm going to start with you. How do you think it went overall? Was it as hard or harder than you thought it would be?
No, we expected it to be fairly hard, but it was nothing more, nothing less than we predicted.
Teresa, obviously both you and your daughters went, Ray and Fiona. How do you think they did? Did they do you proud?
I couldn't be more proud of my girls. This is a mountain that takes guts every step of the way. It's like trying to do something really hard when you have a bad case of the flu, climbing at altitudes like this, and they were just heroes to me the whole way.
And Fiona, I heard that the local Tanzanians came up with a nickname for you. What did they come up with? What does it mean?
They came up with the nickname Kicheche, which means mongoose.
Actually, Ketchechis tu guerre, Mongoose the Brave.
Is it Mongoose the Brave? Well, you certainly are. I'm wondering, Fiona, I mean, obviously this is, your cause is about helping kids your age and that part of the world. Having been there now, did you get a better understanding of sort of what you're fighting for and who you're raising money for?
Well, yes, because you see the people that are walking every day on the street and you feel bad for them. So it was hard, but it was an extraordinary journey.
And for both of you, obviously you stopped short of the final summit, ran out of daylight and had to come back down. Fiona, I'll start with you. Do you still consider this a success?
Yes, because even where we were, we almost got there, and just being almost at the top of that mountain, just being there is a success. And
Teresa, your thoughts on getting almost to the top, still a success as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, it's a pretty heartbreaking decision to have to make as a parent when you're less than 700 feet from the summit and know you've run out of daylight, and yet your kids have the drive and the energy to keep going. But we knew we couldn't get off that mountain safely in the dark, and being at the equator, it gets dark at 6 p.m. there. So I know my kids had guts to make it, and I still think the real mountain Fiona's trying to climb is the kids she's trying to save, and that's the one that she's truly summiting.
And so, Fiona, I understand people can still help out if they want to get involved, so tell us how they can do that.
Well, they can go to www.firstgiving.com/Fiona Fox.
Good stuff, and we'll put a link to that on our website. Teresa, you have two very special daughters there, obviously. Are you steeling yourself and preparing yourself for the next adventure, which is quite likely to come?
Yeah, who knows what's around the corner, but I mean, truthfully, I couldn't be more proud of my girls. It's the kind of thing that makes someone want to cry when your kids go after miracles like this. Well,
a phenomenal story, and certainly doing Albertans proud and just very, very inspiring. So we certainly appreciate you taking the time. And Fiona, keep in touch, because we'll be watching for you and see what's next.
Thanks.
Home from climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, that's 10-year-old Fiona Fox and her mom, Teresa de Grosbois. And if you would like to learn more about Fiona's charitable efforts, we have a link on our website, albertaprimetime.com.